All right, welcome back. Invest Info episode 29. This one we're going to be speaking about, well, sort of responding to a video put up by Spencer Cornelia, and this response is a response the response he did actually um, on Dwayne Haskins, how he spent his first million, his first rookie contract, and if you're not a fan of football, Dwayne Haskins was the former starting quarterback at one point for the Washington Redskins. He was released for his poor play and his performance off the field. Now, in the video, Spencer mentioned the fact that unlike uh, uh, Eckler, the previous video that we did a lesson on, Dwayne did the exact opposite. I mean, he got his first check. He bought custom cars, custom jewelry. Um, and Spencer made the point the fact that, look, when you customize a car, customize a jewelry, you, for the most part, devalue it. Because other wealthy, well, let me say other rich people, they're going to want their own custom, whether it be jewelry or car. So, when you customize it, just like busting down a Rolex, it devalues the Rolex. But the factory Rolexes and these factory AP watches could appreciate in time. Now, um, right, so we're going to speak about bad spending habits and how to help control those spending habits and what to do when we come in with a large amount of money. See, the problem with guys like Dwayne Haskins and these former NFL players that go broke is they sort of think that the revenue is going to keep coming in, right? Austin Eckler understood at a very early time in his career that football is not promised. You could get hurt, you could get cut. Anything, the vicissitudes of life could throw you out that position. Unfortunately, that's what happened to Dwayne Haskins at a very young age. We don't know what the future holds for Dwayne Haskins, but as it stands now, you're not going to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. And not only that, the millions that you do have guaranteed, um, he spent a lot of them, a lot of it on liabilities. Really, a car is a liability. To maintain a custom Bentley, you need to be making a high salary, and a chunk of your guaranteed money is going to get taxed. So he did things like that. He did things like buy a $750,000 home for his mother. Now look, Spencer mentioned the fact that, look, when you buy a house or you buy a car, it is a depreciating asset. It's not even an asset really. It's just a liability. Homes and cars until you rent them out. You could turn your car, and we spoke about this, into an asset. They have these different e-commerce apps that you could utilize your car, whether it's Uber, Lyft, Uber Eats, these different shopping job apps where you could turn your car into an asset. Same thing with your home. You could rent it out, but Dwayne didn't do any of these things. He also bought custom jewelry. Now, jewelry can be an asset. Wouldn't customize it, right? Even collectibles, precious watches, or precious cards, or something of value that would appreciate in time would be a good investment. And what Dwayne Haskins and these players have to realize, and those that are watching this, you're an investment yourself, right? So when he got into the NFL, the Washington Redskins, or the Washington football team, made an investment in Dwayne, right? That you're going to win us more games and garner us more revenue. In return, we're going to put a down payment on you. So these players operate just as stocks. You buy the stock and you hope it will appreciate in time. But if the stock is going south and not looking to turn around, you cut your losses early. And they did that with this player. Now, concerning bad spending habits, we all do have them. There's different things we could do to work on them. One, don't increase our liabilities, right? When we purchase, we make a purchase, and this is what separates the rich from the wealthy. The wealthy buy expensive things or buy anything with the interest that they gain on their investment, instead of the rich, who doesn't have really any assets. They just have a lot of revenue, and they're just burning it in liabilities. So we want to program ourselves to what? To when we want something, control our temptation. We don't use that money until what? We have the interest from our investments, whatever investment it might be, the interest from it. What do I mean, the interest from it? Okay, let's say you put $100 into a particular stock and that stock doubles. Um, well, now you made $100. You will touch that $100 if you have to to make a purchase, but you won't touch the principal. So this is the idea that Kevin O'Leary speaks about, and this is really how the wealthy uh, buy things but maintain their wealth, and they never touch the principal. Usually, they and something we should adopt is you pass it on. You know, you pass your wealth either to a relative or somebody you can trust. That way they can build on it just in case again the vicissitudes of life happen, right? So that's what they have done. So you always have to keep some sort of principal and then eat off continual interest on your investment. And that's something that Dwayne didn't do. All right. Also, not caring about what others think. A lot of times, we spend when we don't have to. As Phil Town classically says, we buy things to impress people that don't even care about you anyways, right? So if you look at a lot of these wealthy individuals, whether it's Elon Musk or your Bill Gates, your Warren Buffett, they all have that same mentality of not really caring about other things. You have to have an individual mindset and be focused on your goal. And lastly, I want to speak about having a lavish partner, right? So Dwayne Haskins' wife or girlfriend, or any of these people that these different athletes that's coming to NFL, they have fiancés and such that, and even on the basic level, us, right? You want to have a partner that thinks, um, again, if you're a male and you're dating your man, or you're a man and you have a female, get someone that's not going to burden you down with excess liabilities because, um, yes, love surpasses money, right? But um, when we fall in love, sometimes we could make irrational decisions, and some people could take advantage of you. So we have to be mindful of the person that we're with, that they're on the same page. I forgot the guy's name, something Graham. He does the stocks and real estate and different investment. He's also an invest channel, and him and his girlfriend, they work together, and he's grown his real estate empire over the years to quickly becoming a millionaire. So those are some of the things we could work on. Help control our spending habits. Um, Always looking at ways to increase our assets over our liabilities, because technically, we have enough assets that's outweighing our liabilities to the point that we don't have to work, then we can retire. We don't need $1 million to do it. We just need that goal accomplished. So that's ultimately the goal, to increase our assets. And you can check this video out for yourself. It's a really informative video. Why NFL athletes go broke, featuring Dwayne Haskins. And not just Dwayne Haskins, the same principle could apply to a lot of us that have to work on our spending habits, I myself included. Also, I want to wrap up and say that the Invest Info group, which ultimately I want to sort of grow it, we're crushing the market. The Invest Info group is a group of individuals that's on a WhatsApp group. And what I want to do is, when this channel grows, eventually create a group, paid subscription, and a money management paid subscription, where we will be giving our picks, our advice to those that are unknown to investing. And again, we're crushing the market. We'll have proof, and hopefully we'll grow and make those that subscribe to the channel, grow with the channel, themselves valuable investors. All right, see you guys on the next one.